If you have any plans or intend on bringing your parents to the UK to live with you permanently, you know you can do that, right? Yes, you can, but you can't do that while you are still on a visa. You can do that the moment you get your indefinite leave to remain. The visa your mom or your dad can come to the UK with is called the family visa. So for your parents to qualify to come to the UK to live with you permanently, they have to have a child in the UK who has indefinite leave to remain or who is a British citizen. Then you can bring your parents to live with you permanently. Some of us have our parents back home where we send money for people to take care of them on our behalf, or our siblings, and maybe we got to a point we want to do that ourselves. Maybe we feel like they're not getting the nurture or the attention or the care that they deserve, so you want them to come live with you in the UK. You can bring your parents permanently, but before you qualify to bring your parents to the UK permanently, you have to have your indefinite leave to remain or British citizen. So I'm going to be sharing with you a heartbreaking story so that we can all learn from it, and I'll tell you for facts that I learned from it. I'm going to share my own story at the end. So the reason I do story time most of the time is as an immigrant, or you're planning to apply for a visa, you don't know the rules, or you don't know if you will qualify. This story time sort of help you to understand how the Home Office think or how they assess your visa and all of that. So stick around and let's get straight into it. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new or coming across my face for the very first time, my name is Faith Ojone, and this is your go-to channel for anything information, lifestyle and storytelling. So if these are the kind of content that interests you, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Without saying so much, let's get straight into it. There was this elderly woman named Abimbola. She was born on the 11th of November 1945 in Nigeria. So Abimbola wanted to join her son Olabode, who lives in the UK and who is also an Irish citizen. So she applied for permission to enter the UK on the 30th of June 2023. Her application was denied by the entry clearance officer. The entry clearance officer had two main concerns. First, they doubted that Abimbola and Olabode were really mother and son. Secondly, they didn't believe that there was enough proof that Abimbola depended on Olabode for support. So Abimbola decided to challenge this decision in court. Her case was heard by a judge on the 13th November 2023 in Manchester. The judge looked at the evidence and noted that there was no problem with Olabode's status in the UK. Previously, in 2003, a similar application had been refused because of an affidavit. That wasn't enough proof of their relationship. They submitted a court affidavit to the Home Office to prove that they are mother and son. I don't know if Olabode does not have his original birth certificate, but again, I'm not going to be surprised if he doesn't. I mean, those days our parents don't really care about those documents. So if you had a parent that took care of your documents, especially your birth certificate, guard it with all they had and gave it to you when you grew up, just go and kiss them and hug them, because some of our parents don't care. Like, they don't even know where the birth certificate is, or they didn't even get it. According to the Home Office, the affidavit wasn't enough proof of their relationship, but this time there was a DNA report that confirmed Abimbola and Olabode were indeed mother and son. They went ahead to conduct a DNA test which proved that they are mother and son. The judge accepted this and saw it as a resolved issue. However, the judge found another problem. Although there was evidence of regular money transfers from Olabode to Abimbola, there were no bank statements from Abimbola showing she received the money. Also, there was no statement from Olabode showing where his money came from. The judge needed this information to confirm that Abimbola was genuinely dependent on Olabode before they can grant her entry to the UK to stay with her son. The judge pointed out that there wasn't enough details about how the money sent to Abimbola was spent. To prove dependency, it is essential for the judge to know what the money was used for in court. So without clear evidence of Abimbola's essential needs and how the money helped met them, the judge couldn't be sure she depended on Olabode, her son. And due to this missing piece of evidence, the judge dismissed Abimbola's appeal. So they rejected her appeal again, because once you apply for a visa and you did not get it, they usually put it there if you can appeal or not. Abimbola didn't give up. She re-appealed the decision again, presenting 5 grounds. However, only 2 grounds were accepted for further consideration. These were the issue of Olabode's income was unfairly raised by the judge, even though it wasn't a reason for the initial refusal. Then secondly, the judge might have shown bias by raising new issues not originally cited by the entry clearance officer. The entry clearance officer gave their reason why they rejected her visa. On all the other issues that the judge raised about how Olabode got this money was not part of the reason. Some issues that the judge raised about how she spent the money, it wasn't really part of the reason they rejected her. A new judge took on the case. On reviewing the case, it was found that while the judge did mention Olabode's income, it was not the reason for dismissing her appeal in the first place. The real issue was the lack of evidence showing Abimbola's dependency on her son. So the judge had to ensure that the legal requirements were met, and without adequate evidence, he couldn't approve Abimbola's request. The evidence presented was not enough to meet the legal standard for proving dependency in their case. So in the end, the judge's decision to dismiss the appeal was upheld again, and Abimbola's case was dismissed. So her case sort of highlighted the importance of providing thorough and detailed evidence when applying for your visa. While the love and family connection are clear that they are both related, the legal process requires specific proof of such claim. When I read this story, I was like, shoot. I usually send money to my mom through my sister. Literally everybody in Nigeria have a bank account except my mother. Yeah. So currently I send money to my mom through my sister's account. I have learned a lesson, and I'm sure you've learned a lesson as well. So if you intend on bringing your family to the UK and you would like them to come on a family visa instead of a visiting visa, you can actually apply for a family visa for your parents when you get your indefinite leave to remain, which is better because with a family visa you get 2.5 years. Your parents can come and go, they don't have to stay, and because they are already old, they don't need citizenship, so they don't have to stay in the UK permanently for 10 years to get citizenship. So, but family visa is very good because it will be easier for them to come and go anytime. So if you intend to apply for family visa for your parents back home, and currently you're not sending them money directly to their bank account, or they don't have a bank account like my mom, then this is the best time for you to set up a bank account for your parent and start paying money into it every month to prove dependency. I'm definitely going to do that for my mom, whether she's going to use the account or not. I will make sure my sister open an account for her where I'll be sending money to it and she'll be spending from there, so she can submit her statement of account and I can submit mine as well to prove that yes, my mom has been depending on me and I've been taking care of her, so she can come on a family visa, because next year we will be eligible to apply for indefinite leave to remain, and it would be great to have my mom in the UK just in case we try for baby number 2. Instead of applying for visiting visa, I will just apply for family visa for her. So we have come to the end of today's video. If this video was helpful, you know what to do. Share, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.